Today should be the day where we get all the priming done. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Corvette build. Today I think is like day 7 or 8. I lost track of being here basically every day for the last week, getting a lot of work done, and today should be the day where we get all the priming done on the car. And hopefully after the priming is done, we can paint the roof and we can paint the pillar right here, because they're actually not gonna be the same color as the car. They're gonna be black with a nice color shift metallic effect. So just kind of give it a different, just to kind of give the car a different look. So that's what I'm going to be going for, and today is that day where we finally get started on the paint. Today is kind of a nice day. It's not too moist, it's not cold, it's good enough for painting right now, because I only have 6 more days left on the lease, and this car has to be done and out in the next 6 days. And hopefully we don't run into problems, because that's going to be bad because we don't have that much time. But I'm going to show you guys real quick what we've done so far. Roof, all done. Car, mostly masked. Bumpers, all done and masked. This just needs to be cleaned up. The front bumper is also all good to go. These pieces still just need a little bit of masking. These are the pieces that go on the side of the car over there by the wheel well, right around here. The hood's all ready to go as well. Honestly, it's been a lot of work, and I've had this car for almost a year now, and it's crazy to think because I've only driven it maybe like a week out of the whole year, but I'm trying. I only slept 30 minutes for the last 2 days. Yesterday I actually got some sleep, but before that I was just running on no sleep.
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see we could be true, we can be true. I want you to see what I see in us, something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is a love that we both feel, that we both feel. And how will we ever know if the love will ever grow without trying, without trying? And how will we ever see if we are meant to be? It's terrifying, it's terrifying.
The reason why this prep is taking so long is because it's an older car. It had a bunch of layers of paint. The last paint job was actually really terrible, so it was a lot of work to get the paint to a stage where you can actually paint over it and get the whole panels all prepped up properly so the paint doesn't start peeling like it did before with the last shitty paint job. And I was looking through the documents that the guy that bought the car from gave me, and apparently he spent $3,000 to get the car painted. And it was the worst paint job I've ever seen in my life. So that's why it's taking me so long, because I want to make sure that it's perfect and it's looking really good. I also have a lot of plans for this car, and you guys will see eventually. Just keep an eye out on this, okay? Right here. That little scratch right here. See how it's going to look like after I sand it down.
It's a losing game, it's a losing game. But this time it's more than another love war.
Wait, what? This turned out not to be a scratch. See that right here? It's perfectly smooth, which is really weird. It looks like a scratch, but it's not even. Super smooth. That's weird. I don't know.
This ain't the same. This ain't the same. They say love heals all, it makes it all alright. In time, in time. My heart still feels the breaking, but you make my world so bright. It feels so right, it feels so right.
So one thing that's super important that I see a lot of people forget when they're painting is this dryer system. It basically connects from your compressor and into your gun to make sure that there's no moisture running through the lines. So no water basically gets on the paint when you're painting. I think it was like 60 bucks, but it's very important. And you can see it has little like balls in there that suck up the moisture that goes through. So if you're ever painting at home, make sure you buy one of these. So the HVLP gun, you need a 1.6 1.8 millimeter tip, but I have 1.4. So I'm gonna have to work around that. And it's at 10 PSI. And I need about an hour and a half for it to dry and 3 before I could sand. So I gotta keep that in mind. So for this, it's 4 parts primer and 1 part activator. And here's the cup right here. Before we do that though, there's a bunch of dust on the ground. So I've already started wetting the ground a little bit so the dust doesn't start flying up. So what I'm gonna do right now is just make sure that I take everything I don't need out of here and put it upstairs, so that way I have more room. Cover this up because this has all the has a bunch of stuff that I don't want to get dirty. Cover up my rims and that shelf over there. Yeah, let's get right into it.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, bang got my hand, call.
So at this point I realized that the gun that I had wasn't working well at all, and it's just something was wrong with it. So what I decided to do is I went home, I took a break, I got some rest, and then I went to the store the next morning, picked up the gravity feed gun, and I got back to the garage, got that all set up, and that's what's going on right now. We're about to paint the whole thing. I was so focused on painting at this point that there's a lot of stuff that I forgot to film. One, because I was running out of time, and two, I was just so focused on getting this right because I've been working on it for so long. Sometimes I forgot to turn the camera on, and other times I just forgot to make sure that I was actually filming what I was doing. So you'll see some weird angles there and some things that are just not in focus. So sorry about that, but enjoy the rest of the video because at the end of this, the car will be a different color. Alright, so this is day 12 so far of the rebuilding restoration process, and here's how the car looks like so far. We got the whole thing primed, and I got the top part painted black how I wanted it to, and you can see how great the primer came out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, and if you liked it, just click the like button down below. It really does help a lot. It takes a lot of time to make these videos, so if you did enjoy, just do it. I'll see you guys in the next video.